Good morning, Stampin' crew. How y'all be? This is Misty here, and we are going to make a card for this month's card hop. It is spring. One of my favorite times of years. I love spring. I love the cool weather, the birds singing, all of it. I absolutely love it. And as you can tell, I have been working on some cards, and I'm going to be showing videos of these. But today is about the card hop. Now, all of you join me every month for this. You know that Deb and Joanne have been doing this as well. This is a year-long card hop with Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. And it is using nothing but Stampin' Up! Products. So, we are going to go ahead and get started. I've got some scraps here. I'm not going to use those. I changed my mind on the card that I want to make because for some reason I have really been inspired by the color blue. I don't know. I don't understand it. I'm a purple girl, but blue just kind of stands out to me. So, the paper that we're going to use today is All My Love Designer Series paper. And I have chosen this beautiful butterfly, and it is double-sided. So you can find this paper over at Stampin' Up. My links are down below. Please go and check it out and check out the clearance rack. All kinds of amazing things happening over there. I've also stamped some images on this paper using our paper pumpkin kit, and it is for April. And the name of it is Sentimental Rose. I absolutely love this. I love the stamp set that is in it. So we're going to use this as well to make a card. So I'm going to go ahead and get my cardstock out here. And I am going to use this as my template. I could cut it, measure it and all. But for those of you that don't like measuring, here is how you can do this. So I just fold it. I use my card as a template. I crease my paper really good. Now it's good to have a bone folder for this. And there it is. So I'm going to use my bone folder. You can find this bone folder. It's really it's been abused. But you can find this bone folder over on Stampin' Up! As well. I will try to put all the links to the products that I'm using down below in the description bar. So I'm just going to varnish this and then take my scissors and I'm going to cut it down. Cut the side off here anyway. This is how you can make a card without having to do all the rulers and all of that stuff there. I don't like to measure, so this is what I do. Now don't throw this piece away because you can use it to make a card as well. Okay, so there you go. You have your card base. Now I'm going to get my envelope punch board out and I am going to round the corners here. Now if y'all are new to this channel, I've been putting all of my videos up on Mac Jewelry and More. But I have had some of my Stampin' Up! Followers, my Stampin' crew say it's so hard to find your Stampin' Up! Videos. So I decided to start my Crafty Impressions on a Whim channel. So if you are watching this on Mac Jewelry, this will also be uploaded on my Stampin' Up! Channel as well, so that link will be down below. You can go over there, you can like it or subscribe to it, and that is going to be just Stamping Up. So I want to measure out. I'm giving a little extra length here on the side and the top because I want my paper to show, my card base to show anyway. So you give a little leeway for it, and then you just cut it. And I hope it's even because I moved the paper, and that is going to be just fine. So go ahead and set your 12 by 12 to the side. I want to round these corners as well. Again, using my envelope punch board. This is one of my favorite purchases with Stampin' Up. I love this thing. I use this to make so many different things. But I love it because it has the round punch in the back. You can do envelopes, everything with this punch board. Just because it's an envelope punch board doesn't mean that you can't make other things. So, and I'm going to do some videos on it because I love that punch board. So there is your background, and then I'm going to glue it down, and I'm just going to use some glue that I have in my stash. You can use double-sided tape if you wish. You can use whatever you want. Glue dots, whatever. I'm just using some wet glue that I have. And I prefer using wet glue, to be honest with you, when I do something like this, because it gives you some leeway to make sure that your paper is straight and all of that. So that's just me. Now I am going to cut out a couple of these roses, and I am going to fussy cut them. I could have, you know, done this earlier, but you guys know me by now. I do everything on a whim. I never really plan per se, because it never, I never end up doing what I plan to do. It always turns out different. So I am going to fussy cut a couple of these roses out. I'm just all about this blue lately. I don't know why. It's just, it's really caught my eye. And like I said, y'all, most of you know me and know I am a purple girl. Excuse me. So when another color attracts me, that's kind of, that could be kind of scary. So, especially for my purple family. Shout out to all you purple lovers. I am still a purple girl, but you know, sometimes another color just yells at you, use me, and blue does. So, and it's really inspired me today. And really, I love, when it comes to roses, I love blue roses. I don't know why, I don't know what it is about it, but the blue roses are just stunning. So I'm going to use 2 of these roses, and I am going to pop these up with our Stampin Dimensionals. I love those. I think it is against the law if you do not use Dimensionals to pop something up off your card or your project. I just have a thing about it. I think it just adds, you know, of course dimension, but it just gives that certain charm to your projects, especially cards. I love it. Oops, bent my rose. Get back up there, Rose. So these are our new distinctive stamps. They are so amazing, and the image that you get when you stamp is, I mean, look at that. Look how beautifully that stamps. So I love the new stamps that, you know, we are getting in our paper pumpkin kits. And I think with all of our kits, actually, I think so, or with all the Stampin' Up! Products. So what I need to do is I need to decide what sentiment I'm going to use. And I need to get in my paper. I have other stamps, but I think, I don't know which one I want to use for this. To tell you the truth, I just don't. There's my Dimensionals. Let's go ahead and take those out. Let me get my stamps out here. His gray. Let me see this one. Okay, we're going to use the All Days Are Beautiful that begins with you. This is the Florentine Filigree. filigree stamp, the stamp set that I absolutely love. I love these sentiments. I love everything about this. This is still available, and I will have this linked below too. So what I want to do is I need to figure out, first I need to stamp my sentiment. And, oops, I need to decide what color. And I've got some blues and stuff going on here, but I think I want to try something else. As far as what color, I'm just going to stick these in this case because at least I know where it's at. I think I'm going to use crumb cake to do my stamping. Crumb cake, as you guys know, is one of my favorite colors. It's a color I always go to, so this would be a must-have color of ink to have in your stash. I also go for the soft suede, the early espresso as well, and always artichoke. I always go to it too. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment here. And that didn't stamp real good. So when you don't get a clear image when you stamp, pull out. This is a piercing mat from Stampin' Up. And if you just put something soft behind your cardstock paper, whatever you're stamping on, you are going to get a clear stamp. Just like that. See how perfect that stamped? Except for the little edges. I'm good with the little edges. I think crafting should be perfect, imperfectly perfect. I hope I said that right. Okay, so here is what we're going to use for our sentiment, and I think I'm just going to leave it like that now. No, actually, I'm going to round the corners. I'm in the whole rounding corners things. I bet I drive people crazy with that, especially here lately. And you know what else I'm going to do? I am going to take and get my blueberry Bushel ink down, if I can get it without knocking everything over. And I want to get my rose stamp. And I think what I want to do is I want to add a little something to my sentiment here. And I need to get my mat back out. My chair is squeaky. I'm sorry, guys. And then I'm just going to take the edge of my rose. And then, wrong sentiment, people. Here we go. And I think I'm going to put a little stamp right there. Just like that. Just adds a little something to your project. I think it looks cool like that. So that is Blueberry Bushel. This is one of our ink colors. And you can find this over on my webpage as well. I will have that link. I hope I don't forget to post all these links in the description bar. But you guys know me. Alright, so I think I like my roses there. And then I'm going to put this right here. I think that's going to make a beautiful card, you guys. I love this card. Okay, so a little tip for you guys. When you are using double-sided tape or you're using dimensionals, one way for you to have that extra time to make sure you have positioned your image or whatever is to add either glue, use a glue stick or wet glue on the back. And that's what I do. I just add just a touch of wet glue to make sure that when I put this down, I have just a little extra time to make sure I have it where I want it. There we go. And I'm going to do the same for this one. And I'm going to use my pick it up tool. If I can get my hands to work. I would use my other side of it, but you know, my son has done something with it. Okay, Misty, use your nail because you can't really focus to do that today. Alright. Oh, did it come off? Okay. Add just a touch of glue. I forget who told me about doing this, and I have done it ever since. And I think I want my rose to sit like that. Yep, perfect. So there is what we have so far. Now this here is going to sit right in between. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this side piece here where there's no dimensionals, and I'm going to use that instead of using my dimensionals. I use every part of this, of my dimensional stack there, to create with. You want to get the most out of your product, so don't throw the edging away. Use that edging, you guys. And then that is going to set right there. And there is my card. How gorgeous. I love this. I'm in love with this blue. I'm in love with this card. So there is my card for this month's card hop. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope you go over to Stampin' Up, get you some of these products, and make one of these cards or a card. If you do, I have a link below to my Stampin' Up group. I hope that you will come over there and join and see what I got going there. And if you do get these products and you make a card or whatever you make with it, you don't have to just make cards. You can make journals, mini albums, flip books, whatever you want to do. And I hope you share them over there. I think that the more people who share their products really help inspire others. So you guys, thank you for being here. Make sure you check out Joanne and Deb on their videos. They make amazing cards. They're talented, beautiful ladies, and I am so happy to be doing this card hop with them. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and I leave you as I always do with a goodbye, a God bless, and I'll see y'all again soon.